Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial video where I will talk about the starter application called Helpdesk and Ticketing. I've already imported my application. If you need help with importing, then please watch the first introductory video. So here is our Helpdesk and Ticketing application. It has one main process called also Helpdesk and Ticketing, and it has one workflow, which is this one that you can see here. So the idea is as follows. We have some sort of start step here on which a user will launch a new workflow instance. This is done manually, but of course in WEBCON BPS it is possible to launch workflow instances automatically, for example, within arriving email and Hotmail boxes. But in this case, an end user will click on a button and this will launch a new ticket, and they will fill out, of course, the information. One of these information is the category of their ticket, and of course we'll have various categories, and each category can be serviced by a different person or a different group of people. And in order to have those values, we have a dictionary process. To learn about dictionary processes, please also watch the introductory video. In this case, we register some values, so we have a category title, and then to each category we can assign a manager and some sort of support team, so that when this helpdesk ticket is registered inside the system, it will go to this person that is responsible for a given category instead of being assigned to like everyone or to a general person. So what sets this application and this workflow apart from all the others is that the person registering the ticket only interacts with the workflow at the start step. They only register the ticket, and then the whole workflow happens internally, and the user that registered the ticket is notified about the progress of the ticket using send email actions. As you can see, there are various cogwheels spaced out on these paths, and basically each of these paths will cause an action to happen, and that is what these cogwheels signifies, that there is an action defined on that path. And in this case, each of these paths has this notification. It is called a send custom email action, and the purpose of this action in this case will be to notify the person that registered the ticket about the progress of their ticket. So some guy registers the helpdesk ticket. It then goes to the review step. In this step, it is assigned to the person who is responsible for the category that the person registering the ticket selected. So the guy here selects a category, and then the category manager is notified that the ticket is pending here, and they can reject it, or they can assign it to one of their team members, or of course they can also assign it to themselves. Then once the ticket is assigned, the person that receives the ticket can then move it to in progress. They can consult with the author, and after they're done, it can get sent to the user verification step, and after it's verified, it is considered resolved. So that's it for the backend. Let's see what it looks like from the end user's perspective, or rather from the helpdesk and ticketing guy's perspective. Alright, so here is the landing page for the helpdesk and ticketing application on Portal. We also have access to some reports. First of all, I would like to show you the dictionary report, because I've registered two different categories here. One is for, let's say, software issues, and the other is for hardware issues. I am the manager for both of these, and each of those has a different team of users. So here I have some guy called user 6A and user 6B, and here I have user 9A and 9B. These are users that we use for training exercises, and based on this category, depending on which of these the user selects, it will be assigned to the manager. Well, in this case, I am the manager of both of them, but then I can assign it to different users based on this category. Also, there are other reports for tracking ongoing tickets. So here as a test, I've registered two, and I've already assigned this. So these are all both hardware issues, and I've assigned one to user 9B and user 9A. But now let's go from the start and see what happens if I register a new ticket. So let's go back to the starting page. Alright, so imagine I am some random user that requires assistance. I will click on this button, new Helpdesk Request. And here I am autofilled because I am currently logged in as this person, so I am automatically filled in as the author. And here I can type in some title, and I can select a category, and this category, the available values are the software issue and hardware issue that I just showed you on the dictionary process report. So let's say we have a software issue priority. This is a fixed value list data source, so I've entered these values into the fixed value list and they will appear here. So low, medium, high, and critical. So let's pick one of these. And also, when I selected the software issues category, it automatically here fills in that the team leader is me, and then the support team that handles these issues. And here I can enter some sort of description. So let's just enter something and click register. So now I am the category team leader, so it will be assigned to me. It appears in the My Tasks, and here I can do a few things. First of all, I can enter one of these guys, so either user 6A or user 6B, into this assigned person field, and then I can assign this ticket to that person. I can also take this upon myself by clicking assign to yourself, or I can change the category. So if I decide, hey, the guy chose the wrong category, this is a different category and should be assigned to a different team leader, I can change it from here, because this is not a read-only field. As you can see, this is active, but I am going to, let's say, take this upon myself, and so this ticket is still in my possession, and I can enter some planned completion date. And do I have to fill anything else here? Nope. So I'm just going to start working on it, and so on and so forth. After the work in progress step, it will go to user verification, who can then reject it or say that it has been solved, and it will go to the ticket solved step. And of course, as I mentioned, on every time the ticket progresses, an email is sent, so I can go, because I'm the ticket author, so I can go and verify that indeed I was being notified about the progress of my ticket or tickets, because I also registered 2 a little bit earlier. That's it for this video. Even if you don't plan on using this application, I still recommend you get it just to take a look inside. The Helpdesk and ticketing application features an interesting workflow with many different task assignment options, and as we know, the core, the foundation of every workflow is the task assignment system. And of course, it also features actions that send emails. These are some of the most commonly used actions in the entire WEBCON BPS system. So if you would like to take a look at those, then definitely get this application. Dig into it, change things around, add stuff, remove stuff, and hopefully you will find something that you can use in your project, or at least learn something new. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.